if Prana Pada Lagna is placed in the sign of Cancer, then you see Cancer. Lord of Cancer is Moon, and it is the fastest planet among all. So it it gives the moon-like quality to the prana. Okay, so the prana is very fast. It consumes very fast for such people. So it is not considered a very good position for prana. Prana Pada Lagna in Cancer, that the natural fourth house, it it could affect the longevity of the person, or it could result in some heart diseases. On the contrary, if Pranapati Lagna is in the house of Saturn, like Aquarius or Capricorn, then uh, then Pran becomes very slow. Okay, because Saturn is the slowest planet, and if you breathe very slowly, your balance you automatically become very balanced and very calm kind of person. And if you breathe very fast, you are generally a bit aggressive in getting you want to get things very fast. You want to, kind of impatience comes into your attitude. Whereas if you breathe very slowly, you suddenly achieve that stoic view, that balanced view of the world. Similarly, when Pranapada Lagna is there in the Leo sign, Leo sign is associated with forests and jungles. So your generally such people have been they like that jungle kind of attitude. Now, what I mean by that jungle kind of attitude is they like growing hairs, they have long beard, and they feel a sense of exalted prana because of this. Similarly, the same result you will see if your Lord of Pranapati Lagna sign is associated with Sun, then you will find such people grow hairs or grow large beard, and they feel very good about it. On the contrary, if your Pranapati Lagna is there in the sign of Mercury, that is Virgo and Gemini, then you will find a clean shaven person, because these people like to be very tidy. The same result you can expect if Lord of Pranapada Lagna is there with Mercury. With Mars, now if it is in the sign of Aries or Scorpio, then Mars with Mars it is considered good, because Mars is the Karaka of third house, which is Guru Updesh. So it is considered very good, and such people are very wise. In the house of Venus, that is Libra and Taurus, it is considered good and very fortunate, very virile kind of person, because uh, Shukra gives a very virile personality, especially because of their eyes. They are considered very fortunate, wealthy, and virile people. Uh, the Pisces and Virgo. Pisces is the most spiritual sign among all, and Virgo is the pure, the Kanya, the Virgin. So this axis of purity, the Virgo and Pisces, if your Pranapada Lagna is over there, it is considered very good. Such people are very very kind and good people. If it is in the house of Sagittarius, then such people uh, tend to expect uh, give lot of importance to respect, like getting respect from others, because Jupiter is the sign for Sagittarius. Similar result is for the Pisces also. Placement of Pranapad Lagna is studied from two reference points, one from the Lagna and one from the Karak Lagna. So from the Lagna, it shows the auspiciousness from the perspective of the world, and from the Karak Lagna, it shows the auspiciousness from your own self, how you are going to experience it. Now, this is, let me explain you with an example. Like when when some great person takes birth on this planet, he may have to suffer a lot. He may have to suffer a lot to gain in life, or his personal life may be impacted, but from the perspective of the world, he might have done very great jobs. So, if you want to see how he is going to experience his life, then you have to see placement of Prana Pada Lagna from the Karak Lagna. Karak Lagna you have to get from the by the Rashi occupied by Atma Karak in the Navansha. It has lot other rules to basically decipher the meaning of Karak Lagna. But one of the common meaning in respect to Prana Pada Lagna is we have to find out placement of Prana Pada Lagna from Karak Lagna to understand how you are going to experience the result of this prana in this life, and what world is going to experience. What is it? Is it benefit for the world? Is it auspicious for the world? That you have to see from the lagna. So overall, placement of Pranapada Lagna in Kona or in Kendra or in second house is considered auspicious. The rest of the house like third, 6, 8 and 12 is not considered good. But in classics we have the set of standard results given for Pranapada Lagna. It is in the first house. That is, if Pranapada is lying in the Lagna itself, then it is not considered very good in Brihad Parashar Hora Shastra. According to it, it results in very weak personality, a very sickly and dumb kind of person, and somebody who is having very low intelligence. Also, physically also it is not considered very good. The person is very mean and emaciated. In the second house, it is considered very good, as second house is the house of wealth, of lot of food, and lot of attendants and servants are there at his disposal. That is a very fortunate and a very wealthy uh, position of Pranapada Lagna if it is in the second house. In the third house, again, it is not considered good. It brings in a kind of a very fighter kind of person, somebody who is very hard-hearted, very brave heart, who is very proud, and you can say he puts in lots of his prana in the third house activities, like taking a lot of initiatives. He is very brave, and on the negative side, it is he is not very respectful. He doesn't respect his elders. In the fourth and fifth house, Pranapada Lagna is very good. In the fourth house, you will find him a very happy and very friendly, easygoing person. And generally, such people are attached to the opposite sex, the partner. And they respect Guru a lot. They are very soft spoken and very truthful kind of person. In the fifth house, again, it gives a very good result. It results in very happy and very easygoing kind of personality. And he does very good karma in society. So society recognizes him as a very good person, since it is trine to the Lagna, and he is very affectionate, and generally all his desires get fulfilled, because fifth is the house of Pura Punya. So from the results from the past deeds of the past birth, his all desires get finally fulfilled. The sixth, seventh, and eighth house, these houses are not considered very good placement for Pranapada Lagna. Especially in sixth, this results in it gives problem in the defective. It gives defect in the digestive system actually. Like digestive fire could be affected if Pranapada Lagna is in the sixth house. Also, it gives, because of weak digestion, it gives a very sickly stature, and he is generally attacked by his enemies and relatives. Like his relatives become his enemies and they attack him. Also, but sixth house being the Upachaya house, he is generally affluent. He is generally affluent, and from the materialistic perspective, it is a good house. But being in sixth house, that is the house of diseases, he has problem in the digestive fire. In the seventh house, it results in a very jealous kind of personality. Like he's very jealous of other person, and he's disrespectful to others. Okay, because the seventh, he's putting a lot of energy in the seventh house, and seventh house is the you can say it's a seat of sexual energy also. So having a lot of very high sexual energy and very high energy in dealing with other people, so that makes him a kind of it is very intense result actually. Similarly, in the eighth house is the house of continued disease. Like it is third from sixth house. So how your it is the sustenance of your sixth house. That is your disease, prolonged diseases come under eighth house. It is not considered a good position for Prana Pada Lagna. It gives out a very diseased kind of person, a very troubled kind of person, and he gets punished by the government or the servant or his relatives or son. That is now eighth house being the house of fear, so his prana is there in the eighth house. That results in a continuous fear that is there in his mind, and that could be because of the government or the relatives. He might be constantly thinking that his relatives may take away his money or his wealth or his property, or his servants may he'll be kind of in continuous fear because of this position. Then comes the ninth, 10th, and 11th house. These three houses are very good for the Pranapada Lagna. Ninth house being the house of fortune, he is endowed with sons, and he'll have very good progeny. He is very rich and fortunate, very charming and very humble person attached to his guru. In the 10th house, it brings a very good personality, somebody who is very intelligent, who is very skilled, and being in the karma bhav, it results in he does heroic kind of deeds. He is recognized in the society as very heroic person. In the 11th house, it is the Upachaya house, so it is very good from the materialistic point of view. It results in very famous and virtuous person, and that person is very learned and he's very wealthy. But and he's having the fair complexion. In the 12th house, it is not considered very good. It results in very quarrelsome, very mean or poor kind of person. It could also be a defective limb, and he'll hate Brahmins and relatives and elders. There could be disease related to eye if the Pranapada Lagna is in the 12th house.